New Ford GT 2017 review. Stunning new Ford GT supercar is devastating on the track, but compromised on the road. Verdict: 4-star. The brand new Ford GT is sensational to drive on a circuit, boasting as much drama and speed as you'll ever encounter from a car that's licensed for use on the road. Designed in secret from a purebred Le Mans racer, it's composed, brutal and exciting, but it's not as refined as it could, or should, be on the road. Despite such reservations, though, you can't help but fall in love with the latest GT. Its looks and engine are more than enough to win you. It's little more than a road-legal Le Mans car at heart. The all-new, 450,000 pounds, 216 miles per hour Ford GT very nearly didn't happen. That's because, to begin with, the manufacturer was planning to build a front-engined Mustang, not a mid-engined GT. How so? Well, back in 2013, Ford hatched its plan to return to the Le Mans 24 Hours as a factory team 3 years later, in order to celebrate 50 years since its now famous GT40 victory at the legendary race in 1966. And at the time, the Mustang was the car the company most wanted to promote. Trouble was, that car proved to be difficult, if not impossible, to engineer into a competitive racing car while still being identifiable as a Stang. So, after a year of trying to make it work, the manufacturer ditched the idea, and that was that. Except that the team which emanated Mustang's project then formed a top-secret plan of its own, to build an all-new GT on the quiet, with neither the permission nor knowledge of the manufacturer's bosses. The plan was to slowly turn that very model into a full-blown racer instead. At the same time, they also built a clandestine road car in tandem with the racer. And at 2015's North American Auto Show in Detroit, having finally been green-lighted by the board, the all-new Ford GT unveiled. At this point, the world of lightweight, super-exclusive supercars went into meltdown, understandably so, given how knee-tremblingly beautiful this car is from every angle. This also explains why, fundamentally, the new Ford GT is really a racing car at heart. At its core sits a full carbon fiber tub with inboard pushrod suspension at both ends. The 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox is integrated into the rear suspension, just as it is in any serious mid-engined racing car, and the engine itself is a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6 with a pure competition background. It produces 638 bhp at 6,250 rpm and 747 Nm of torque at 5,900 rpm. All in, the GT weighs less than 1,400 kilograms without fluids or a driver. The brakes feature massive carbon ceramic discs at each corner, and as you'd expect, it's as slippery as they come through the air. In fact, parked next to a Ferrari or McLaren, the tiny frontal area makes even those cars look bulky. The GT also features a computer-controlled aerodynamic package that, Ford claims, provides less drag and more downforce than just about any other rival at this price. Plus it has an air brake that deploys during big stops, which is again computer-controlled to provide assistance but only when it's genuinely needed. In total, a mere 1,000 GTS will be built over the next 3 years, and only around 40 will find homes in the UK. As you can imagine, the buying criteria is suitably strict, designed to reward loyalty to the brand, and to the GT